The Department of Foreign Affairs assures that contingency measures are in place to assist Filipino workers in the Middle East should the need for their repatriation arise. Let's have the full report from Freddie Abando.
The government, through the Department of Foreign Affairs and the Department of Labor, are closely monitoring recent events in the Middle East, to include the rising tensions between Saudi Arabia and Iran and the impact of falling oil prices in the world market for overseas Filipino workers in the Middle East. The Sunni-ruled Saudi Kingdom's diplomatic ties with Shia-controlled Iran has not been good in recent weeks after its embassy was attacked by Shia militants in Tehran. In today's hearing of the Committee on Foreign Affairs, the DFA's Office for Migrant Affairs disclosed all Philippine embassies in the Middle East have been alerted to take notice of recent events and activate a regional contingency plan to deal with the safety and security of close to 2 million overseas Filipinos in the Middle East. Attorney Francisco Noel Fernandez Beard passed contingency plans for repatriation from the Libya and Syria experience have provided major lessons to ensure better preparation to respond to a major emergency if a conflict breaks out.
Your Honors, in order to ensure the safety of Filipinos in the event of a crisis in the Gulf region, Secretary De Rosario recently called a command conference of Philippine Foreign Service posts in the Middle East, which took place only last week in Amman, Jordan. During this command conference, our heads of posts, together with our labor attaches and other important and all the other representatives of agencies present in the Gulf area, reviewed the individual contingency plans of posts and integrated it into one regional contingency plan. This week, Your Honors, senior DFA officials are visiting Cairo, Djibouti, and Jeddah to inspect our identified exit points should evacuation of our Filipinos in the region become necessary. Your Honors, the draft regional contingency plan addresses the exit points in the event that we have to evacuate them. This contingency plan likewise identifies the mode of transportation, providing for 2 or more options in case either option would become unavailable.
The Philippine Overseas Employment Agency is also monitoring the impact of falling oil prices in the future of OFWs in the Middle East. The Middle East is the major producer of oil, with Saudi Arabia leading the pack. It has been reported that a number of Saudi companies have canceled the hiring of more workers. POEA Administrator Attorney Hans Kakdak said there has been no report of major displacement of Filipino workers. Kakdak said the Department of Labor has a program of reintegration to address the dislocation of OFWs in the Middle East or other parts of the world.
There is the DOLE Assist Well program. Stands for welfare, employment options, livelihood, and legal assistance to be provided by all DOLE agencies through a one-stop shop center once they return, Mr. Chair. This system had already been tested under the Libya crisis from 4 years ago and 2 years ago, the recurring crisis 2 years ago. So this system is in place, and this system will be there in the eventuality of a repatriation of workers from KSA or from the Gulf.
For the People's Television Network, this is Freddie Abando reporting.